technologies, and we have noticed what has the regulations done in Europe as far as now the recent turmoils in the geopolitical level, and with the regulatory implementations and banning the export of some scraps out of Europe, our vision was like, okay, how about if we compensate and try to bridge the gap by bringing the raw materials from Africa into the rest of the world. Commercially, you'll be getting another benchmark out of your bottom lines, as well as similar to what has been through our group. We have shifted it from I would say, rocks to riches. In less than 15, 20 years, we've reached $1 billion company of Sharif Miraj Group. So people tell me, Salam, this is not smart. Why don't you keep all these resources and make money out of it? And the way I'm looking into it, I have a noble message to give. I took my doctorate recently only from London in socioeconomic sustainability. And I would rather to see that all the companies that I've worked with within the Middle East, in 30 years' time, I must have helped at least 15 to 20 companies. Some have exceeded $1 billion in terms of net worth by now, and some will appreciate and acknowledge that having passed the knowledge and giving the hands out is how the hall here gets full with a lot of networking and greater opportunities. Without further ado, I would just like to see that the recycling of production with a proper extended producer's responsibility, reducing your consumption and try to reuse your end-of-life material is how we can really use the urban mining. We reduce the pollution, we just leave the forests aside, and let's not go into deforestation and desertification, which can bring us the droughts. And we have seen the world water levels lately of this year, they've gone to levels that Rhine River could not even transport ships anymore because the draft was too shallow. And we've seen how it has done into mankind, and with the crop supply crisis from Ukraine, etc., you name it. Without further ado, I would just like to say that our association, our conference, is going to give the message wide and clear. We work in tandem with all other international associations. We have the BIR, the World Recycling Federation, we have the ISRI, BMR, MREI, we have the BMRA in the UK, you name it. We are not gonna reinvent the wheel. We are just bringing the missing chain into that big paradigm and connecting the dots. And that's the message. And with having already exceeded 412 members of RAA with 275 local African industries based in Africa. So we got more than 2/3 of the African-based recyclers. That shows, and by the way, we are having 100 applications on scrutinization. We're not going for the quantity, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to pick up the best out of the available applicants, those who can fit the criteria within our networking. And His Excellency also, Irshad Sumra, has got a lot of network. Also we have Samir Yaqub is the 5th generation in Africa. Abdullah Bhai with a lot of networking. We rather would endorse our membership to the rest of the associations in India, in Europe, in USA. We don't need their members. We would love to have people to come and network, but we have extra members. We would like to open it up to the rest of associations. So with that, I think I'll conclude my presentation and say that I'm so proud that all of you have gathered here today with a high diplomatic presence. And we thank you once again for taking the time out, and we look forward to a great conference. Thank you very much.